I'm back for another video, and I am in my pajamas because I have such a limited capsule wardrobe with me that I decided that the best way to show you what I brought with me in terms of the versatility and the number of items that I had was to film this in my pajamas. So let's dive in. Hi, I'm Natalie, and I'm here to talk to you about a capsule wardrobe that I took with me on a 4-day trip to Boston in very cold weather and with a winter storm coming. And I literally took 2 bags with me, carry-on. They're here in this screen. One is an Undershirt bag by Samsonite, and the other one is a travel-on, I believe it's 12 or 15 liter, just a tote bag. It's their Metro tote. And I always travel with either a pack safe or a travel-on bag as a day bag. So that, and it's typically my personal item, so that once I get to my destination, I can use that as my day bag and it's safe. So let's talk about this very limited capsule wardrobe. I am wearing my pajamas this morning because I wanted to actually show you there's actually a lot here. And I felt like when I was wearing my travel clothes for the day that it didn't really give you the impact that maybe this will. And all of this fit nicely in the Samsonite suitcase. Now, what I don't have shown is my undies. I don't have my toiletries shown, but I will show a picture of that somewhere in this video. It actually snaps into the front of this suitcase, so my toiletries basically lie flat. It's just really great for a very short trip. The other thing I'm not showing you is I do have a small kitchen bag, and I have some health concerns, so I typically travel with a mini kitchen so that I can prepare food or meals for myself with the food allergies and whatnot that I have. So other than that, everything that fits in these bags is right here. And this got me through a 4-day weekend, a 4-day trip with multiple things that I had to go to. And I felt very stylish, I felt comfortable. Most of all, I was warm. I was very concerned about that. Our weather in Tennessee is about 10 degrees Fahrenheit warmer most of the time than here. So I was a little concerned with the wind downtown in Boston, being on the water after coming from San Francisco a couple of weeks ago. I know what that feels like. You know, that cold wind coming off the water sometimes really makes your trip kind of unbearable if you're not properly prepared. So I'm glad that I packed well, and I have such versatility here that I think you'll find that there's lots that you can do with a very limited wardrobe. So let's dive into this. I am going to use a hanger to try to actually show you a couple of combinations that I had, and of course as well as just holding things up to show you, but hopefully this will help. Okay, let's dive in. So I want to tell you actually exactly what I have here so you can kind of understand the placement of the items. I did wear a hat on the plane so that I didn't have to pack it. And it's so cold that it's wonderful and just keeps you a little bit warm. And this is really soft, so I didn't feel like I was restricted like with, you know, a straw hat or something like that, and I wasn't knocking into anyone. This is basically just a really cozy baseball cap, if you will. And I also brought my workhorse, my reversible leather jacket. So it looks like there are 2 jackets here, but there's actually just one. And I did bring the leather jacket because I was hoping that the leather jacket would actually break the wind, because I also brought the packable down jacket, and I knew that if it was super breezy here in the city that I might need that extra layer, either to keep me cozy on the inside or to keep the wind from swirling around, you know, inside the coat if it was super breezy. This worked super well, and I was able to layer it nicely. I have one pair of denim black jeans. They're straight leg. They're not skinny jeans per se, but they are a straight leg cut with a little bit of stretch to them, and they fit well under my boots. And that was the only pair of shoes that I brought with me. They are just over the knee, and I brought them really because of the weather, and I knew that they would keep me warm, and they did a great job. The sandals are my room shoes, so I always bring a pair of house slippers or room shoes with me so that I have something. I don't ever go barefoot. I'm wearing socks right now. And for anyone who's really grossed out by the fact that I have my luggage and my shoes on the bed, I'm leaving today. So all of the sheets will be changed for the next person. I'm not putting dirty things on a bed that I'm going to sleep in. So I also brought a pair of, and I want to say that these are Spanks. They're that leather look legging. These were not warm. I'll put that out there. But they did serve as an additional layer under the clothing that I wore for the day. And these do look great if you have kind of a tunic style top to kind of cover, because they don't have a really nice cut everywhere else. So when I wore a sweater, I made sure that it was lower and covering my bum. And then the last thing for my legs is a pair of Smart Wool brand. These are tights, but they're footless tights. And these were also wonderful. I did wear these with my dress, that they could have also served as another layer under these leggings, and my boots would have still fit to zip up the back. Because these are all things that you have to think about when you're choosing your wardrobe, when you're kind of curating all of these pieces, that everything has to go together. And literally, sometimes you are layering, and you have to try those things on to kind of know ahead of time, because if you don't, once you get on site, then what do you do? You know, if your clothes don't fit or things don't look right together, it is super important to really work your wardrobe and try things on ahead of time. Okay, so next I have this is a J. Crew wool dress. It's cashmere. I'm sorry. It's a cashmere dress, and it is 3/4 sleeves. And I'll tell you why that is in a minute, or why I selected that. It also has, I don't know this style of neckline, but it, you know, kind of is around your clavicle, and then there's a little bit of a V here in the front. I also selected this with the neckline in mind, because if I needed to add another layer, I could wear one of my other sweaters over top of the dress to create a second outfit, or in this case, a third outfit, because I have two sweaters, a turtleneck and a little bit of a mock turtleneck, and both of these have long sleeves, so you could easily put that on over this cashmere dress because of the neckline and because of the sleeve length. And actually, if the sleeves had been full-length sleeves, I wouldn't have minded, but because I'm short, many times long sleeves end up halfway down my hand, especially with woolen or cashmere items, any type of a knit. Sometimes the sleeves are too long. So again, trying the things on ahead of time to kind of see what works and what looks nice together really makes a difference. And in the back row, I have my 3 pairs of woolen socks, and they're merino wool. One pair is my compression socks, and then I brought a short pair of cashmere socks, cashmere merino blend, and then so just above the ankle, and then I have another full length merino wool pair of socks that aren't compression socks, but they do go all the way to the knee. And I found that 3 pairs of socks worked well because I did wash out my compression socks in the sink so that I could wear them today when I'm traveling home. So this worked perfectly well for me. I wore the shorter socks when I wore the Smart Wool footless tights, and because I didn't want to have multiple layers of bulk around my legs to be able to zip up my boots. And then I did bring a bralette with me. It's for comfort, and also again for trying to pack an extra giant bra. It just takes up room in your suitcase. So if you are able to wear a bralette or something that's a little less supportive, it does pack a lot better. I did bring a Maidenform bodysuit with me for when I wore the cashmere dress, so my lines were a lot nicer. And then I have a camisole, and I also have my Red Ram long sleeved base layer undershirt. That neckline is a scoop, kind of exaggerated scoop neckline, and it's great because I can wear it under this sweater. I can certainly wear it under the turtleneck. I couldn't have worn it under the cashmere dress because the sleeve length would have been too long and looked a little silly, but thinking about the neckline, thinking about the sleeve length, that really helps you create that kind of perfect wardrobe that works really well together. And then lastly, I have a selection of scarves that I brought with me, and a couple of cashmere, one infinity scarf, and then I also brought this. If the weather was going to be super cold, I didn't know if I'd need to have 2 layers, and I can't remember what they call these. It's like a toque or it's one of these nice convertible scarves that it's very close to your neck, but you can also fool around with this and even wear it as a hat. So once you monkey around with the neckline, either I can pull it tightly and then fold up the bottom, and then this could be a warm winter hat as well. So instead of the other hat that I'm wearing. So this was really versatile, and now I'm going to show you what goes together and how I kind of curated my wardrobe, and I'll insert some photos of the outfits that I wore when I was actually out on the street visiting museums and enjoying my time here in Boston. Okay, so this is an outfit that I wore and loved it and felt so comfortable. I felt really nice. I went to a First Friday event at the museum on Friday night, and I felt very fancy, but I felt like I looked my best, and at the same time I was warm and I was very comfortable. So I have this on the flip side of the leather jacket, so you could wear it this way or you could wear it this way. I chose to wear it this way because it was a little bit sparkly. It has a little bit of a metallic to it, and I thought it looked really great with the gray. I did wear my woolen tights with this, as well as the boots, because the boots are the only shoes that I have. But it still looked great. Like, I didn't have to have a pair of shoes, you know, pumps or something like that. I felt really comfortable in this, and it was super warm. Now, if I had wanted to wear this as another outfit, I could have easily done that. I could have added a sweater over top. Let's see how great this, all this does. So this sweater that I'm adding right now, this sweater is has a little bit of a heather weave to it. Of course, this doesn't look great on the hanger, but let's just for giggles say. So with that kind of heathered look, it brings out this nice gray, lighter gray color in the cashmere. And if I added a scarf to that, it's so cute. So cute, so comfortable, and again, super warm and elegant for an evening or an afternoon at the museum. Wonderful to wear. And I could do the exact same thing with the black turtleneck. I'm not gonna fight with the with the turtleneck over top of this. Trying to get it onto the hanger, but it would look very chic, very, very pretty with the black. Now with the black turtleneck over top, just for the sake of doing this, I may also consider, now I love wearing black, the black and the camel together. They're so pretty. So if you can try to imagine with me, you know, so cute, so pretty, and so versatile. So with my trousers or my pants, these went really well. This was actually my travel outfit. So I wore the red ram undershirt under here with these pants, of course the boots, and I also wore the leather jacket and my down-filled jacket with my hat. That was my travel outfit. And I've talked to you before about kind of making sure that you're wearing key pieces as your travel outfit, because then they're gonna work into the rest of your wardrobe. Another thing I wanna mention is that especially in the winter time, I can't say that I do this all the time in the summer, and then there are some other issues with summer months and travel and taking a very limited wardrobe because you're having to do more laundry. But in the winter time especially, I'm using merino wool fabrics a lot of times because I want to have multiple wears out of a clothing item. And obviously I'm concerned about odors or things smelling musty or yucky. So I always wear a camisole as one of my base layers, because then I can wash a camisole in the sink and let that dry overnight. So I'm protecting the clothing that I'm wearing, essentially. Let's see. In terms of other outfits, obviously you can wear the black turtleneck and black jeans to make a column dress look. So these two items together with the jacket reversed or on this camel side, And the other thing is kind of bringing some strategic scarves with me has really been helpful. So I like having a couple of different shapes. So this long, thin shape, rectangular scarf, you know, can be worn multiple ways. I really like wearing this one, this style, because it's easy to kind of play with this. You can do it this way. You can actually even fool around with this and put it over, so it could be a head covering if necessary. So having an oblong scarf is really nice for travel, and having multiple necklines also kind of helps switch up your outfit. So that's a scarf, a shape that I really like. These small squares are also great to wear, you know, around your neck, almost cowboy style, but it just adds a pop of color at the neckline. So most of these are either vintage. I have a couple of vintage Italian scarves in this little stack, but I also have a couple of silk. And then I always travel with these cotton bandanas because they're also great for organization. And I have some other videos where I go into that. Okay, and talking about different shapes and scarves, this is a giant square. I want to say this is yeah, I'm 5 feet tall, so you can see the size and scope of this. The great thing about this shape is that it can be worn around your neck because it's, and this is wool, by the way, again, you know, thinking this can be worn around your neck more like a Western style, which I'll show you here as well. But what I do love about this is when you're traveling with something like this, it folds down, you know, next to nothing in size, but this is another layer. You know, this would keep me warm. And again, all of my colors go really well together. Everything in this capsule wardrobe is curated to mix and match pretty seamlessly. So you can also wear this by kind of rolling the neckline down. You could wear this way as well. And especially if you want to wear a kind of a jacket over this, it protects you from wind, it still offers you a little bit of warmth. But being able to wear multiple shaped scarves in multiple ways just helps me to extend my wardrobe, and then I feel like I'm not wearing the same thing every day. Or, you know, the merino wool, the merino wool movement, if you will, they have the ads that were, you know, you're gonna wear the same dress for 100 days. And while I totally get that, and I guess if you had to, you could, and I know that's more of a marketing tactic, but I like to have a couple of different things that I can switch out. But even a really limited wardrobe like this offers me probably 12 outfit changes just with a pair of pants, a pair of leggings, an undershirt, 2 sweaters, and a dress. And I'm wearing the same pair of shoes, but I can probably come up with 12 to maybe even 15 outfits or beyond that, because I have the ability to make things look different and even kind of feel different just by switching out a couple of things. And the last scarf I want to talk about is this. And this is a cashmere infinity scarf, I like wearing this on a travel day in the wintertime. And I'll tell you why, is because many times some of these types of scarves, first of all, never travel on a day where you're wearing a scarf with tassels, because I guarantee you it's going to get caught in your zipper. You're not going to actually be able to be careful with it. It may get caught in your jewelry. It may pull your earring out, because this is such a thin fabric that catches on things easily. This is not really a recommended travel day scarf, this style. And the same with this. It has those unfinished, this kind of unfinished or fringed edge. It's another kind of problem child on a travel day. You could really cause some damage to an expensive scarf, or one that has been a workhorse in your travel wardrobe forever. I like traveling with infinity scarves on a travel day because it doesn't get caught on anything for the most part. It's attached to your body. And the other great thing about this is that it's not going to fall off of your neck when you're getting in and out of a car. You know, it won't come untied. You're trying to get off of a plane in a rush, trying to make your connection. This is going to always remain attached to your body. And it does offer a little bit of neck support, you know, for bobbing head, which is also great because you can wear this a couple of different ways. And I find also, I do like the fact that the shape of it kind of lends itself to being a pillow if you needed that. And it's nice and comfortable and soft and squishy. So it can offer you some comfort as well as being a stylish and warm option for your travel day. So, oh, and I did not mention, because I'm wearing my jeans on my travel day, I always have a belt. Now, this is, let me look and see if I can even tell you, because this is so ancient that, so this is either Talbot's or Ann Taylor. And what I love about this belt is, notice there's no metal except for this little tab. There's no metal on this belt. And even though it's a little bit thin width-wise, it works fine on my frame since I'm vertically challenged, but this works great as a travel belt because of the fact, obviously, if you're going through metal detectors, it's not going to set off the scanner and you're not having to basically disrobe going through the scanners at the airport. But the other nice thing is, if you decide to pack it, it really weighs next to nothing. And it rolls up small and can tuck kind of in a corner of a suitcase. So I hope you enjoyed this video, this rather informal video with me in my pajamas and my robe, but I think you can get a better idea of kind of the versatility of the wardrobe and everything that I was actually able to bring with me to have a really great weekend, feel good about myself, feel really well put together, and also comfortable and warm, even in 30-degree weather. So thanks again so much for watching. Thanks for those of you who have subscribed and are following my journey as I grow my little travel channel and continue to make videos like this to hopefully help you travel well and have fun in the process. Take care, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.